As you can see, it's still too wet to get out here and do anything. We have a couple of tomato plants that are really leaning. I'm gonna have to get some string and pull them, trying to get them to straighten up a little bit. Jeffrey told I'm out here in the garden this morning. Jeffrey put up the motion sensor things because he's been seeing deer in the back field here, and he has it playing music. It'll I was hoping he would do the dog barking and gunshots, but he went with the music, so hopefully that will deter the deer and the groundhogs from coming. I planted another tomato plant. This is a big boy. I went to Home Depot and bought one and put in this extra spot here down from the tomatoes. The one tomato plant that wasn't looking good, we decided to go ahead and pull that up. Jeffrey pulled it up this morning because it was dead. And some of the other plants, 4 out of the 12 that we planted, are kind of looking puny. Here's where we dug up or pulled up the one that was dead. This one next to it is looking pretty good. This smaller one here is looking good. This one is okay, but it's a few more down the line here that are looking kind of puny. This one is really leaning, and it's beginning to look just like the one that died. And he's checking the roots, kind of pulling on the stem a little bit, and if it gives a lot, then he thinks it's dying from the root up. Here's another one all the way down here. This one's really leaning right here as well. And this one is leaning. This one looks like it's about to die too. So I went to Home Depot earlier and I bought, I think 6. I planted 1. And when he gets in later today or sometime tomorrow, he's gonna till up the ground and I'm gonna plant the remaining ones. And this is just something that you'll run into when you have a garden. Sometimes the plant will thrive, and for whatever reason, it'll just die. We've been getting a lot of rain, so Daddy seems to think that maybe some of them can't tolerate as much rain. Jeffrey said that maybe we could plant some on this back row where we had the peppers that some animal kept digging up. We're gonna have to trim this brush along that fence before we plant those, but we'll see what he has to say later on today. But like I said, that's just one of the things you deal with when you have a garden. And here are the pears. Apples on the apple tree. They're starting to get a little bigger, but nothing like the crop we're used to. But I'll take whatever I can get. Polk salad comes up involuntarily just about everywhere. We have some everywhere out here near the garden. Daddy has me out here picking him some. He's gonna mix his with greens. When I was growing up, my mother would add polk salad to the greens that she cooked. My uncle does the same thing, but he also likes to fry or scramble eggs and add polk salad to it. Look at that big leaf. I've got a nice little mess of polk salad for Daddy. I know my uncle, he would boil his. You boil it for a long time. I'm not sure why, because I don't really eat it. But a couple of years ago, I picked some for my uncle, and I cleaned it and froze it, just put it in freezer bags, and he could take it out of the freezer as he wanted it. I was able to get some areas down there. It was dry enough that I was able to pull some weeds, but I'm gonna wait till Jeffrey tills it up, and they'll be even easier to pull up, and maybe I won't even have to pull them if he can till them up. But as I said, we've been getting so much rain. It seems to be drying out in this area because the sun hits this area for so long. I went ahead, I was looking on Jeffrey's deck, and some of the pepper plants that I started by seed that we didn't plant. This is the area where we originally planted the peppers, and like I said, something kept digging them up, but I came across a peppercini, which is right here. So I planted it there, and then I came across this red pepper. So I planted it there. Hopefully nothing will dig it up. We still have a few more spots down this line in between the peppers where we can possibly plant the extra tomatoes. I think that's what he said, but we'll probably get to that tomorrow. It's finally dry enough to do a little maintenance. So Jeffrey's gonna till up this area. I'm gonna go over to the far end over here with the tomatoes and plant the extra tomato plants I bought yesterday. We really don't have anywhere else to put these extra tomato plants that I have over here. I want to go ahead and get them in the ground. So I'm just going to take a chance and plant them in between the other tomatoes that we already have. It's a little too close, but like I said, that's the only place. I've got 2 more tomato plants to plant. Jeffrey's tilling up the 2 remaining plants I have. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the places where some of the tomato plants have died. I'm gonna dig up all that soil out of there and hopefully put fresh soil in there, and hopefully they'll survive. The sun is getting ready to set. Gonna show you forgot to show you all the tomato plants I planted. Planted that one the other day. Here's one that I planted initially. This is the one I planted the other day. And here, this is a new one that looks like it's dying. Don't know what's going on. I guess it's the rain. Here's another one that I just planted the other day. This one here looks really good. Oh, let's do it this way. Really good. Here's another one that I planted. Like I said, I planted those in between the 2 tomatoes that are initially already planted. That's a little close, but that's the only place I had to put them. Here's another one that I planted the other day. It still looks good. So we're gonna see. Here's one that's still really leaning, but haven't had a chance to come out here and pull it up a little bit. And here's the last one that I planted the other day. It is another wet, rainy day here in southern Indiana. It rained last night, this morning, gonna rain continuously today, tomorrow, and the next day. So it's gonna be a minute before we can get out here in the garden, but as you can see, things are really growing. Sirens are going off. Another storm is on the way. wind's picking up too.